Hey everyone, so in celebration of 500 subscribers, as promised, I'm going to show you how to make Shao Kahn. Now bear with me during this video, I do not remember how I created everything to a T, and moreover, there may be these awkward pauses because this is WWE 2K20 and the loading times are absolutely intolerable. So let's get right down to it. So here's Shao Kahn. Let's start with the face. What did I do here for the face? Well, I included a Shao Kahn photo. The photo wasn't originally mine. It was a friend who took a picture of Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat 9 from a 3D model that he had. And I used it, and I think I adjust the skin tone just slightly. So that's where that's coming from. Here's the face deformation. So you have an idea. He has a pretty strong jaw. I don't think I did anything for the facial structure. You're going to be really interested when it comes to the skin tone. So in Mortal Kombat 11, Shao Kahn has more of a tan than he did in previous iterations of Mortal Kombat. So his skin color is fairly tan. If I were to do something again, if I were to create this Shao Kahn again, I would adjust his face texture because obviously it's lighter than the rest of his body. But that isn't really all that noticeable in game because he's wearing a mask. He definitely, he's all roided out here, looking like Ryback. So chest mask, stomach mask, left and right arm, legs. Pretty straightforward there. Body customized. Type 9 and Type 19. Here are the presets that I used. So just made them look big and bulky. I ended up just looking at Mortal Kombat 11 and opening up Shao Kahn there and just followed as closely as possible to making them look identical. Here's his legs. And there's Calfzilla. I think that's it in terms of his body. So let's get down to the attire. Name information, that should be fairly straightforward, so I'm not going to go through that. You might ask me, what did I use for his announcer's name? I left it default because when I do multiverse wrestling, I have the ring announcer turned off, so it just says the superstar. Because I don't have ring announcers, I have no need for them. So let's start with the attire. Hair, he's obviously bald. His eyes, I gave him these cat eyes that are just red, blood red, and black pupils. Eyelashes, I think I left them default. Face tattoo, I gave him this mask texture. But don't, it looks bad right now, but don't worry. We're going to stack layers on top of here, and it'll look much, much better. So you see how it kind of bleeds off to the side? That's okay. Just try to make it look right. Also take note of how far down the teeth go in the mask. So you have an idea of where everything goes. Upper body. What did I do here for upper body? Okay, so here's the torso. I literally just took I think a crocodile scale texture that I could find online, and I made it brown, and I just included this on the sides of the body. So what are these generic rectangle shapes? They're just used to blend this back texture with his reptile texture to give you that sort of that straight line you see at the sides. So if I got rid of that, I don't think you can even see it. Let me choose another one. Oh, geez. Oh, my bad. Yeah, these were used to cover the top of his neck, to connect the top of his neck. Okay, and I just made them that sort of dark brown color. There you go. Like I said, I don't remember how I did everything here. Obviously, there's the main chest piece. Same thing with the back and that buckle. I think this is what I was thinking of here. Ah, yeah. You see here? So I just took this and I included that, and I made that a proper type of black, so there'd be that nice clean line that you can see there. Body tattoo left arm, I just spammed this texture until you could cover up his entire arm, front and back. Lower body, let's see what I did for the lower body. Looks like I did the same thing, just spam this. There's a little bit of a blend there, so it looks like it kind of blends into his skin. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's get down to his clothing. Obviously, he has a samurai helmet. I literally just spammed this gold texture around until it went all the way around the top of his head. There's no method to the madness. I just did it until it looked right. I'm sure you could probably make it look better than I did. What did I do here? Okay, so that's without the texture. Here's with the texture. I don't know, this kind of looks like a cool, like a cyberpunk Shao Kahn. Maybe I'll do that one of these days. But yeah, there you go. That's what it looks like. Mask, I did give him the Kahn mask. So you'll see in terms of the textures that I did, I repasted the face texture on top of the Kahn mask. And then what did I do here? Oh, you can't really see it, but at the sides of his head, wait. I have no idea what I did there. Oh, yeah, it looks like at the sides, the sides of his head right here, where the mask kind of bleeds off. I just use this gold texture to connect it, so it looks like a single continuous piece. And I did that on for both sides of the mask. And of course, I redid the mask texture as promised. So that's without the mask texture. That's with the mask texture. It looks much, much better. I think I just had I had to eyeball it to get it to line up with his face tattoo. So you might have to do that a few times. And I think that's it for the head. Upper body is fairly straightforward. Lower arms, I gave him these wristbands and included the same texture on each side. I couldn't get each texture to line them up perfectly, but close enough. This hand texture, I'm pretty sure you need the Wasteland Wanderers DLC for this specific glove. So you're going to need a workaround if you don't have that DLC. I don't know what to recommend to you if you don't have it, but I'm sure you can find something. But I think I left it its default colors. Torso accessories are straightforward. I gave him some shoulder pads, and I tried to line them up to make them look as symmetrical as possible. No back accessories. Lower body, gave him his little apron here. Included a texture on both the front and the back. Knee pads, I gave him some generic black knee pads. Gave him some Soxies, made them brown. Gave him some kick pads, made the kick pads blood red and included these textures. There's usually an option where when you can include like a texture onto kick pads or something, you can apply it to both. But I find that when you use that option, instead of doing each of them individually, the textures end up not looking symmetrical. So I suggest adding each texture individually instead of using the all option. But that's what it looks like. Made them that blood red color. Boots and shoes, gave him some sandals, made them brown. I think that is it for the clothes. So let's see, what else here is important? Menu screen pose. Generic pose right there. Makes him look big and powerful. It's kind of like that laughing pose that he does in Mortal Kombat 11. And finally, there's personal information. And now this is where WWE 2K20 turns into a loading simulator, but don't complain because this loading simulator is far more entertaining than Monday Night Raw. Oh man, this is much better than a cruiserweight match. Definitely more entertaining than a Donovan Dijakovic match. Okay, boo, egotistical, out of this world. Uh, I gave him some signs that fit his character. Please don't dislike this video for that Dijakovic joke. It's a joke. Gave him a tank buff, an instant recovery. And we're back to the loading simulator. And if you're interested how I got these textures, I literally just took screenshots from Mortal Kombat 11 and I kind of photoshopped a couple of the images just so like the amount of information in each photo wasn't so overbearing, because if you try to include every single little detail, the CAW will look really flat and it'll look really fake. So I tried to tone down some things, gave him some skills, maxed out his attributes and maxed out his abilities, and that's how you make Shao Kahn. Anyways, folks, that's it for Shao Kahn. The finishers that I gave him, again, are the Argentine Backbreaker and the Torture Rack. Those are odes to Mortal Kombat 11. Next videos will be Joker and Superman. Anyways, again, the assets are in the Discord link, which will be at the bottom of this video. Make sure to leave the thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.